you maintain peace in your government. I hope there is something we were working before the emergency. I have to pledge again to assure you that you will get that thing before the end of November.
He further assured them that some of his pending promises, including the provision of vehicles and other benefits, would be fulfilled by the end of November. In his remarks, Chairman of the River State Council of Traditional Rulers, Ifechukwu, thanked the governor for the maturity and courage he displayed during a difficult period. Also speaking, the Oba Eze Oba of Obaland, Ifechukwu Obi III, the Amayabo of Boni, King Asimini William Dapa Pepple III, Berekule the 11th, the Amayarabo of Abonema, King Disrael Wobo Bob Manuel, and the Eze of Omoma Kingdom, King Onyekachiamowo, urged the governor to sustain developmental projects and focus on youth empowerment, job creation, and community development. The River State Executive Council has cancelled the 134 billion naira contract awarded for the renovation, electrical fitting, and furnishing of the State Secretariat complex. Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Works, Dr. Austin Ezekiel Hart, confirmed this to Nigeria Info after the council meeting at Government House, Port Harcourt on Thursday. He says the council also directed the contractors, CCECC, to refund the 20 billion naira already paid as mobilization.
The Executive Council approved the cancellation of the contract of the renovation, retrofitting, and furnishing of the River State Secretariat complex, and also directed the refund of 20 billion naira paid as mobilization to the contractors.
Dr. Ezekiel Hart also said the council approved the revalidation of the bidding process for the full contract advertised on February 19, 2025.
The construction of 4.8-kilometer reinforced concrete shoreline protection and reclamation of Queenstown in Opobo Nkoro local government area. Construction of 2.5-kilometer shoreline protection and reclamation in Ogba, Egbema, Ndoni. 3. Construction of 2.5-kilometer shoreline protection and reclamation in Ogba, Egbema, Ndoni local government area. And number 4, the renovation, retrofitting, furnishing of the River State Secretariat complex.
On his part, Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Education, Dr. Azibonari Uzoma announced the approval for the establishment of CBT centers and ICT labs across the senatorial districts and 23 local government areas. A 6-member committee chaired by the Deputy Governor has been set up to kickstart the process. Meanwhile, the redeployed Commissioner for Youth, Chisom Bali, now in charge of employment generation and economic empowerment, says the government is determined to tackle unemployment among young people.
His Excellency directed that we should do everything to do a proposal which will be coming up in the coming days. This proposal, His Excellency will look at it and approve. It will become a framework of action. Rivers youths have been over time spurred by conscience and courage, and now is the practicability of what we have been expecting over time. His Excellency was very emphatic about employment.
Now, you'll recall that in May 2025, the then sole administrator, retired Vice Admiral Ibok Ete Ibas, announced the award of the renovation contract after a House of Representatives ad hoc committee described parts of the Secretariat as worse than Gaza and ordered civil servants to evacuate. Well, away from that, River State Commissioner for Agriculture, Engineer Victor Key, says the ministry is pushing ahead with policies and programs aimed at boosting food production, supporting farmers, and building a strong agricultural sector that guarantees food sufficiency for everyone. He said this while addressing participants at a colloquium to mark this year's World Food Day. According to him, the ministry has rolled out several strategic initiatives to reposition agriculture as a driver of economic growth and job creation. These include the School to Land Agricultural Training Program, the revitalization of the Songhai Integrated Farm, farm cluster development and input support schemes, as well as community-based livestock and fisheries programs. Now, in his lecture titled Adequate Agricultural Structures and Synergy for Effective Agricultural Productivity, Head of Crop Science Department at Rivers State University, Professor Stanley Dimba, blamed weak collaboration and poor infrastructure among stakeholders for the decline in agricultural productivity.
In terms of agricultural structure, completely enhanced by collaboration, effective collaboration from all the sectors. Ministry, in fact, they're supposed to be the anchor entire program. So none could work in isolation if actually we intend to enhance productivity. Therefore, agricultural structures refer to the physical, institutional, and technological frameworks that support farming activity.
Professor Dimba also highlighted the
Unfortunately, no bankers are not here. CBN are not here. They're supposed to be in this forum. And that is when we talk about synergy. Today, agriculture is capital intensive. It's not an all-commerce business. And that is where we miss it up. So there's different people at different levels. But the big ones must be there to be able to carry the younger ones.
Some of the attendees, including students, shared their thoughts on why the event
empower us, train us, give us the technical know-how on how to farm. They are going after the young, those who have what it takes, not as our father who have been doing it before. And so I'm one of them. So I have a vast land, I have a vast farm, cassava farm in Thai local government. That's where I came from.
They gave us some cassava stem and other things and other farm implements for the farm. We are still into it by the grace of God.